Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Muhammad Ilyas and today we are going to learn how to make responsive item cart using Media Query, and also we are going to look at it how Media Query works. So let's get started. Okay, so this is our demo. In this video we are going to create something like this. If you are in the desktop it will be like this, and if I just go to inspect and toggle to mobile screen, and if I just go for some other mobiles, yeah, you can see now the width is changed and the card is like this. Okay, so if I just have this responsive, you can see if I just toggle the width, you can see it will going to shrink like this. Okay, so for mobile screen it will going to come like this, and for desktop screen it will going to come like this. So we have done this with the help of Media Query. So let's start the video. Okay, so what is Media Query? In order to see what is Media Query, we have to see how Media Query work. Okay, right now in my screen you can see practice.html file is open, where you can see a empty div called box, and for this box class we have few CSS over here like width, height, background, and border radius. Okay, so let's apply Media Query on this box class and we can see how Media Query work. So let's see how we can write Media Query. So it's like @ and then you have to write media, and space you have to mention a condition. So Media Query is like condition, so you have to write a condition, and for that, if that condition matches, those CSS whichever you are writing in that Media Query will going to apply on this box. Okay, so I will just write max width, and then colon, you have to mention the width in pixels and this curly braces. Okay, so it's like an if condition. If whatever CSS you write inside this will going to apply whenever this condition like max width 768 pixels matches. Okay, or else it will going to apply this normal CSS. Okay, so let's apply CSS like on box. I want box as green color whenever the condition matches to say 768 pixels. So if I just save it, you can see the box color turned green. So let's see how it's working. Okay, so I will just inspect this, and right here you can see one toggle device toolbar symbol is there. Just click on that, and now you can see we have current width as 828. So I will just reduce it to 768 pixel. So let me enter it, 768, which is the width which we set in the Media Query. If I just enter it, you can see it turns into green. Okay, if I just make it 769, now you can see it's turned into red. So what it means is from 0 to max width as 768 pixel, it will going to apply the color as green. Okay, but the remaining time it will going to apply color as red. Okay, so Media Query, what it will do is it will take all the CSS whichever there in the class, except it will going to alter the common CSS which we have written over here. Okay, in here we have background color as green, so this background color will are going to apply for this condition, but the remaining time it will going to apply background as red. Okay, so this is how the Media Query works. So let's see how we can create a responsive item cart using Media Query. Okay, right here you can see I have opened a item card.html class, and this is our basic structure of HTML. You can see we have master card and center card, which will going to come into the center, and it will have two things. One is image and one is details. Okay, as we saw in the demo. So let me fill these details and show you how it will coming. Okay. Okay, so you can see I have added an image over here in the image container, and for details container we have a heading and two paragraphs. Okay, so this image I have right here. If I just open it, you can see. So I have added this, and let's see how it's looking. Yeah, you can see in the HTML it's looking like this right now. So let me add the CSS and show it to you how it's working. Okay. Okay, so you can see I have applied the CSS on this and it's coming like this. So let's see how CSS are working. So for the master card, you can see over here I have applied display flex, justify content center, and align item at center. So what it does, it will going to help us into the like centering the div. Okay, so it should be one div inside this master card, and you can see we have one div. That's why it's going to center. Okay, and for width we have taken 100%, and for the height we have 100 VH, which means full height of the screen, vertical height we can say. Okay, and for the center card, you can see we have width as 800 pixel, and we have applied the shadow in the background. You can see little shadow over there, and we also curve the corners, all the sides, using the border radius 5 pixel, and we have display flex over here. Why? Because we want to make it row. Okay, these two items, because you can see we have two separate divs inside this, and if I just comment on display flex, you can see it will going to come into the column. Okay, but we don't want in the column way, we want in the row. Okay, that's why I have the display flex over here, and I will tell how transition 1 second I have applied. So I will tell it later, like why I applied this. Okay, so for image container, you can see I have applied like 50% of the width I have taken over here, from like 50% width with respect to the center card width. Okay, which is 800 pixel. Okay, which means for the card container we have 400 pixels over here, and height I have taken like 310 pixel. And you can see similar to in this image container we have the image tag, right? So for the that image tag I'm targeting using the image container class, and for this we have the width as 100% and height also has 100%. And you can see we have like I have applied the border radius size 5 pixel, then 00 and the 5 pixel, because we want to curve on the left side. Okay, but not the over here this side. Okay, that's why I have applied this one. So how it will work is, first one is top left, and then top right, then bottom right, and then bottom left. Okay, so this is how the border radius will work. And then we can see details container. So we have just taken the width as 50 pixels, 50%, and the padding as 10 pixels. Okay, so 50% with this width. Okay, the center card. Okay, so yeah, this is the CSS we have applied so far, and let's go to the media query and make it as like for mobile screen something else, and for desktop this one. Okay, so let's see how it will going to be. Okay, so you saw how we have written the CSS, and let's go for media query. So in order to write media query, you have to write @ and then media, and you have to mention the condition, as I am doing like max width colon 768 pixel I am going with, and inside that you have to write the CSS which will going to affect during this condition. Okay, so right now what I want is, I want this card to be like in the column. Okay, when this condition matches. Okay, so let's see what is affecting that one. So you can see we have center card which is going to affect normally. Okay, we have display flex, because of that it's coming in the row wise. Okay, so what I will do is, for this center card class I will apply a CSS called flex direction. Okay, so flex direction column. So this CSS will going to work if you have this flex. Okay, like display flex, if you have in that class, then only flex direction will work. Okay, if I just save it, now you can see we got in the column wise. Okay, so and one more thing I want is, I want to change the width of this. Okay, you can see right now it's like full width, so I will change it to 400 pixel. And if I just make it like this, you can see we are getting like this only. Okay, so whatever CSS I am applying, it's for only mobile screen. Okay, or I can say for this condition. Okay, so now what I want is, I want this image to be full. Okay, so for this we have to see image container, which is before like 50%, That's why the 50% width is applied over here. So let's make it to 100%. Okay, width as 100%, and also I want to apply height as 100%, so it won't take this particular height. Right here you can see 310 pixel. So I want the full actual height of the container. Now you can see it coming like this, and right now you can see we have these curves, right? So on top you can see top right corner we have just a corner, but I want like curve, so I have to change it that one. And also uh, bottom left you can see we have this curve, so we don't want the curve during the condition, we want just a corner. Okay, so for that what we have to do is we have to target this one, this particular class, because we have the border radius over here. So I will apply on this, and border radius as 5 pixel on the top and 0 0 at the bottom. Okay, right now you can see we have these curves right here. And also I will going to apply details container for 100% width. So width as like something like I will take 90%, let's take. Okay, now you can see we have this one. Okay, so one more thing you saw, like we have applied transition over here. So what it may do is, if I just make it big, right here, and let's go to inspect tab and mobile tab, and yeah, now you can see if I just increase the size, you can see it's like something like animated. Okay, so this effect will going to come if I just remove that particular CSS and come here. Right here you can see it's just coming like this. Okay, it's just shifting right here. So some animation effect we want. Okay, that's why we have transition. Okay, which I have taken 1 second. You can take like 10 second also, it won't have any problem, but during this it will going to come into a problem. Okay, so you have to wait for 10 seconds, then only the CSS will going to apply. Okay, so let's make it 1 second only, and if I just change it, yeah, you can see it's applying like this. Okay, so this is about the media query, guys. Okay, so in this video we saw how we can create a responsive item card using media query, and also we have seen like how media query work and what media query is. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and if you feel this video helpful, do like and comment and also share the video. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.